and welcome to Chicago Style Eats. I'm Tony.
And I'm Stephanie.
And we're your guides on a tour of satisfying dishes born in and made famous by Chicago.
We recently discovered this book, Made in Chicago, Stories Behind 30 Great Hometown Bites by David Hammond and Monica Ng, published by Three Fields Books, which reveals the facts, funny stories, and lore about the hearty comfort foods our city is known for.
It covers the best known local menu items such as thick, cheesy, deep dish pizza, the juicy, meaty Italian beef sandwich, and of course, the ubiquitous dragged through the garden Chicago dog.
But it also explores the deep cultural history of this town and how people of every ethnic background innovated, sometimes out of the instinct to survive hard times, sometimes to fill a niche, and invented hearty bites that came to be known as Chicago's own.
In addition to the old Chicago standbys, the book showcases many other Chicago-born dishes we did not know about.
So we thought it would be fun to experience all these dishes around the city, and we wanted to share all of them with you.
So, take a seat. Chicago Style Eats, coming right up. This episode is a Chicago Style Eats Extra, the Depression Dog. The Depression Dog is a cousin to, I guess we could say, the Chicago hot dog because it comes from the same era more or less, but it has fewer ingredients. The ingredients of the Depression Dog are the red hot sausage, which is just a thin sausage. Stephanie and I both, our first impression of a red hot was that it would be spicy, but I think it's just the way it looks.
Which isn't even red.
So you got the red hot, and then you got mustard, you've got chopped onions, raw chopped onions, you got relish, normal pickle relish, not the fancy piccalilli
neon green, non-ingestible
that you get on the Chicago dog. And of course, sport peppers, which, everything is optional, but the sport pepper is the option I usually don't choose. So there's no pickle spear, no tomato, and no celery salt. And that was the reason why I thought it was called the Depression Dog, because without all those ingredients, it was a little depressing.
But actually, it was because of the Depression and people trying to save money on the ingredients that would go into a hot dog. So it was created during the Great Depression.
So
I guess celery salt was expensive.
Yeah. So we got all those ingredients, but still...
And no poppy seed bun. It's just
right.
A regular bun.
And still
no ketchup.
No ketchup.
No ketchup.
So, by its name, the fact that it's called the Depression Dog, it could be implied that it predates the Chicago dog, as if you may recall in the Chicago hot dog video, that the ingredients that make that what it is, the Chicago dog, did not come to be on the thing until around 1950. And this was being served from push carts prior to that. So maybe if I was, brave, I would argue that it's the original Chicago dog. But I'm not going to say that because we know how we are about our Chicago dog. So
the reason we're even discussing the Depression Dog and presenting on it is because it was mentioned in the chapter of the book on Chicago hot dog. Chicago style hot dog?
Just the Chicago hot dog in the book.
So in the book, on the chapter on Chicago hot dog, it had a paragraph on Depression Dog.
The book.
And
we thought it would be good to give it its own episode because it's its own thing. It's not like it's spun off of the Chicago dog. It existed on its own.
And it would appear that some places serve only the Chicago style dog, and some places, Chicago hot dog, and some places only serve the Depression Dog. Like one or the other.
So we paid a little visit to
Gene and
Jude's,
which apparently is legendary.
It is legendary.
And what was the legend? Oh, the legend is that Gene, whatever his last name was, had the restaurant place.
Gene had a
Gene had a indoor hot dog stand, and he was serving the Depression dog, and then he had it for about 4 years, and then he lost it in a poker game. And this was in Chicago, and I guess he decided after he lost it in the poker game, he still wanted to have this hot dog stand serving the Depression dog. So he just found a friend, Mr. DeSantis. His name was Jude, and they opened a new location in River Grove to serve, literally, it's hot dogs and the tamales that we did an episode on before, and French fries. So that's the legend, we think, of why it's legendary. So one observation that I made is that it's very well known that people who own pizza restaurants, pizzerias, tend to make a good amount of money on something very simple, a very easy food to make, and most of the time people do a good job, but sometimes they make crummy pizza. But in general, pizzerias do generate a good income. And what I noticed at Gene and Jude's is they sold only hot dogs, plus French fries and tamales. But basically, it's just hot dogs, and there were a lot of people in there, and the parking lot was basically packed, and it was St. Patrick's Day. And it just seemed like hot dogs are another one of those things that that's all you sell, and you can have a good source of income.
That's all you need to sell.
So sometimes these places that just sell something really basic, like pizza or hot dogs, have a good income. Mm-hmm. It was very busy. Middle of the day.
They know what they're doing. Middle of the afternoon. It was after lunch, before dinner, and the place was just hopping. So
very tasty fries.
Yeah, that's why we did it in the car. There's no seating inside. It's only standing at the counter, but that's also where the line forms at Gene and Jude's. So we decided we would take this to the car.
Because they had music playing and everything was loud,
yeah.
So we figured it's easier.
And so this is the way they serve it at Gene and Jude's. It's just fries.
This is the Depression dog.
Wrapped in the with the hot dog.
There's a hot dog in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Now, Gene and Jude's is so dedicated to the no ketchup.
There it is.
Philosophy that they don't even allow it. They don't even offer it for you to use on your fries. So if you go to Gene and Jude's, unless you bring your own ketchup, you ain't getting ketchup. It's not a. I don't think it's a Vienna beef, Frank, like is on the Chicago dog. I guess I'll go from this end. There's more fries.
Get that mouth open.
The wiener gave a little snap, as I bet. So that was a surprise. Very hot. I mean, as you would want it to be. Yeah, temperature hot. As you would want to be, since you just got it out of the restaurant. So take the fries off of it so we can get a look at it. But mushy fries.
Mushy fries. Really good mushy fry. Mm. Ah.
You don't like crispy fries?
No, I like crispy fries, but I like mushy fries too.
It is very tasty.
So which do you like better? The Depression dog without fries, so as the Depression dog is supposed to be,
mm-hmm.
or the Chicago style hot dog?
I like the Chicago style hot dog better.
Because
there's more variety in the flavor. It's a more it's just a fuller flavor, but this is still very good. Mm. I would not tell people don't get the Depression dog because it's pretty tasty. So, where can we find the Depression dog?
Depression dog can be found. They list 2 locations in the book. Gene and Jude's at 2720 North River Road in River Grove, Illinois. And then Jimmy's Red Hots at 4000 West Grand Avenue in Chicago. Go out and get a hot dog. Enjoy!
On the next Chicago Style Eats, the term saganaki comes from the Greek word for the small pan that is used to cook things. Small pan with two handles that they cook things in. And anything cooked in this pan, anything, is called saganaki. Saganaki is a traditional dish in Greece, but the Chicago innovation is to set the whole thing on fire.
I think that they did it as an homage to the Chicago fire.
Did you like this episode? Click the thumbs up icon below. Don't like it? Let us know in the comments what might make it better. Want to see more Chicago Style Eats? Click the subscribe button below to get alerts when we drop a new episode. Thanks for watching.